In this video, I'm going to cover 15 reasons why the G85 is a better buy than the GX85. Welcome to OpenFilmmaker. If it's your first time here, hit the subscribe button to get notifications on the latest videos. I've previously covered both of these cameras individually. You can find those links in the description. I've broken down these 15 reasons into 4 categories: functional upgrades, physical upgrades, customizations, and advanced features. Let's take a look at the functional upgrades on the G85. Microphone input. If you're new to video, not having to worry about external audio solution is going to save a lot of time. The GX85 doesn't have a microphone port while the G85 does. If you have a GX85 and need quality audio, you'll have to use an external device. The microphone input is one of the main reasons most consumers choose the G85 over the GX85. Articulating touchscreen. The G85 has an articulating touchscreen, where the GX85 has a flip up and flip down style touchscreen. The G85 style is more popular among videographers, and the GX85 style is more popular among photographers. The remote shutter port. Both cameras have connectivity with the mobile phone to activate the shutter remotely, but only the G85 has a physical remote shutter port. Having an external physical port that just plugs into the camera saves that extra time. External focus type. When shooting nature videos, I shoot in manual focus, but that doesn't mean I never use autofocus. However, on the GX85, this button doesn't exist on the camera. It exists in the quick menu, but unfortunately you have to stop recording in order to change the autofocus type. Let's take a look at the Panasonic Lumix G85 physical upgrades. Weather sealing. Both the G85 and its kit lens, the Lumix 12-60mm, are weather sealed. This means you can take this combination out in more extreme conditions than the non-weather sealed GX85. Separate battery and SD card components. The G85 has a separate battery and SD card slots. On the GX85, both the SD card and the battery reside under the same cover. Electronic viewfinder. The GX85 not only has a small EVF than compared to the G85, but also the aspect ratio needs to be 16:9 in order for the image to fill the display. Otherwise, you'll see black vertical bars on the sides. This makes an already small EVF even smaller. The G85 has a bigger EVF and its image fills the entire display. Ergonomics. The GX85 is smaller in size than the G85, but this comes at a cost of ergonomics. The GX85 has no grip. This is a common issue with rangefinder bodies like the GX85. However, on the GX85, a grip accessory can be bought to improve its ergonomics slightly. The GX85 still has the issue of the smaller buttons, which can't be solved with any sort of accessories. Let's take a look at the Panasonic Lumix G85 customizations. Extra mode dial. On the left side of the Panasonic Lumix G85, a drive mode is available where you can choose single image, burst image, 4K photo, post focus, timer, and time lapse. On the GX85, you have to go into the menu system to make the same changes. The G85 just makes it easier to change these modes. Custom modes. Custom modes can save shutter speed, ISO, aperture, and many other various internal camera settings. The G85 has one additional custom mode when compared to the GX85. While this isn't a huge deal, it still allows for more flexibility on the G85. Cine-like color profiles. The Panasonic Lumix G85 has the famous Cine-like D and Cine-like V color profiles. Many filmmakers and videographers use these profiles so they don't have to spend additional time in post-processing to color correct or color grade the images. Function buttons. On the G85, you have a total of 6 function buttons. The GX85 isn't far behind with 4. However, Like the additional custom mode, having 2 additional function buttons can make a huge difference in professional scenarios. Think of these function buttons as shortcuts to internal camera features. The more you bind these features to the function buttons, the faster you can produce results. Let's take a look at the Panasonic Lumix G85 advanced features. Wireless flash capability. The G85 also has some built-in support for certain flashes. On the GX85, you have to purchase a wireless trigger. You have to visit the Panasonic website to see their flash support. But again, here's another feature that can not only save you time, but also money. Battery grip option. The G85 is obviously the more professional camera out of these two. It even allows a battery grip. Battery grips not only give you additional battery power, but let you hold the camera easily in portrait mode. The GX85 doesn't have any battery grips available. Buffer capacity. The G85 buffer can hold 45 RAW photos or 300 JPEGs, while the GX85 can hold 15 RAW photos or 100 JPEGs. The G85 buffers offer 3 times the capacity than the GX85. As you can clearly see, the G85 beats the GX85 in so many areas. But for my situation, which is everyday use for photography and light video, I find myself reaching for the GX85 more often. And that's because of its pocketable size with stabilization, 4K, and a plethora of features. The GX85 makes a great camera for everyday use, and it's the camera I take when I travel. At the end of the day, it really comes down to you and your needs. If you like the content on this channel, you can support it by simply using any one of the Amazon affiliate links at no additional cost to you. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.